wanna be in my space, too close to the sun, don't seem to care if it's safe. Well, that makes two of us. I'm so insane, and you like it. But you haven't seen anything yet. Now you're just beginning your trip to regrets. You might think you know me, but soon you forget. I'm too insane, and you know it. You got to learn to like me again and again, 'cause I will make you love me again and again. Just when you think you love me, you'll think again, 'cause I will make you hate me again and again.
This is K Crime again from the Burn Barrel Show. I wanted to share with you guys a little something that I found out today. I spent the morning calling around different electric companies trying to figure out from an actual person in that area who services 110 Ben Hill Road. And I was incorrect with saying it was Holston, even though it shows they actually stop right at that house. It switches companies to a Kingsport electric company that is ran by AEP, which is Appalachian Electric Power, but it's actually American Electric Power when it reaches south of Virginia. So the names are kind of switched there, but it's actually Kingsport, a Kingsport Electric Company that services 110 Ben Hill Road. So I want to make that clear. And I spoke with the man today, and he actually called me back. I had left a voicemail for him. He returned my call, and I was eating lunch when he called me. So the first couple minutes of the video, I'm stuffing a sandwich in my mouth and finishing my food while he's talking, and I apologize for that. I actually didn't expect him to call me back so soon. I want to play that video now for you guys, and that way you guys can hear actually what he says, and it's quite interesting.
Kingsport, Tennessee for Appalachian Power, and I received a voicemail from your number there just a little bit ago.
Yes. So I was calling because I wanted to find out some information. I had already spoke with the AEP main company, and they said I needed to speak to somebody at a local company.
Okay.
And you guys are, what is the name actually of your company?
It's American Electric Power, but there's different branches of American Electric Power. So like I'm in Kingsport, Tennessee. I'm actually a Kingsport Power company employee. Okay,
so it's not Appalachian?
Well, Appalachian Power covers Virginia and West Virginia. In Tennessee, it's kind of an odd duck. We're in Tennessee. We're under a Kingsport Power company name.
Okay, so do you guys service Rogersville area?
No, ma'am, we do not. That's Holston Electric.
Okay, so I also spoke to Holston Electric, and they said they cut. Well, so do you service out towards Rogersville before it gets to where Holston takes over?
We do butt up with Holston Electric in some areas. What address are you calling for?
110 Ben Hill Road, Rogersville.
Ben Hill Road. Yeah, that's probably us. Yes, ma'am. That's right there, right at the very end of our line.
Right, that's what they said. So is there? Can you tell if you guys service that address?
Yeah, let me look real quick. I've got you on the phone.
Okay.
At 110, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is there an actual house there, like an account that would be set up there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I was going to say, sometimes I feel like I had a gentleman call me the other day about some property down there. He was asking if we served it. You said 110, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes, we do serve that.
Okay. So, what company do you guys use to maintain those lines? Like if you have an outage?
That could be. well, I mean, depending on what it is, if it's just something for tree trimming, we have Asplin Tree Company, Townsend Tree Company. They do our tree trimming for us. And then, like, on normal outages, it would be our crews. It would be our crews out of Kingsport that does it. But if it's something big, like it's a big event, we may call in Davis H. Elliott or possibly Pike, Thayer Construction. They could be a multitude of people on a big storm.
Okay, so now if it's not a storm and say like the tree trimmers just down the line, then you guys would just send your linemen out there?
Yes, ma'am. It would be our AEP line. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and do you guys keep archives on down line reports?
We do keep up with outages. We can go back so far. I think it starts deleting after about 10 years.
Okay, so in a 2021, you'd be able to look back and see if there was a report of a tree trimmers downing a line, and if you guys sent linemen out there?
You'd be able to. Let's see. If it was called in, now that's another problem. If it wasn't called in by that account holder, then it would be hard to find it. But let me see. Let me see what I can find for you. Usually my nose is running. I'm a snot. Let's see here. Do you have a particular date?
Well, June 15th, the tree trimmers said that they had downed a line out there of 2021, and that they actually had to leave early from trimming around 3:30 because they had to stop working because the line was down, and that they had to wait for a lineman to come out and fix it.
Okay. So it would be, I'm going to do those 3 days. That didn't pull up, so let's go this route. I am not showing anything for in between June 14th through the 16th of an outage.
Okay. And now if the tree trimmers just hit a line and it didn't actually like cause an outage, they just needed a lineman out there you know, to help them to remove a tree branch or something, would there be a report on that?
Let me see. Let me go back to the account and see if I can go back anything that far. If they would have just like rubbed up against the line or something like that, made the lights blink, I wouldn't imagine that there would have been a line sent out for that.
Or like a branch hanging without it actually causing an outage?
No, that could possibly happen, yes, ma'am. If a branch just like fell on the line, actually didn't knock the power out, that could have happened. Yes, you are correct there.
And then there wouldn't have been a report. You guys don't keep like reports of like when you send people out?
Well, it should have been a trouble call, I would agree, but I looked on that whole circuit, and there's nothing on that whole circuit for during that time frame. Let's see, let's go back to go back before. It would not let me.
And the call would have been made for the report actually from the tree trimmers and not from the resident.
Okay.
It would have actually been made by Wolf Tree.
Wolf Tree?
Yes, a Davy expert tree trimming company.
Okay. I will have to talk with them. There's nothing showing up on our outage report, and I don't see any type of order or anything out there. I guess at the end of the day, like, what are we trying to do here? Did we damage something, or?
No. So I am investigating the Summer Wells missing child case, And
okay.
so
Okay.
the on that day that she went missing, Wolf Tree was out there on their property, and they said they had an incident that day, and that was the reason they all had to leave early, that there was a downed line and an outage, and that they had to wait for a crew to come out there to deal with that, and they did not return back out there to that property until the 16th. I was just trying to confirm some of the things that they said, because it was a little odd, some of the stuff they said, and what really was the incident that happened out there at 3:30, if it wasn't a down line, because the family, the residents of 110 Ben Hill Road, said they didn't lose power that day, that they didn't see a downed line. But the crew from Wolf Tree is saying that they all had to leave early because of an incident, and the incident was a downed line.
Okay.
But you're not showing any.
I'm not showing any outages now. Now, a down line, every once in a while we will get stuff like telephone and cable that could possibly have, they may have dropped something on that, and it could have dropped telephone and cable. And if that's the case, we would not see that.
Okay, would that be called an outage?
It would, but not on our system. So you would have to reach out to, down there, you would be reaching out to probably CenturyLink or Charter Communications. I think they're Charter Spectrum now. You may reach out to them too, but on my end, if we would have had, if an AEP lineman or one of our electrical contractors would have been out there, we would have had a ticket on it in that time, and I'm not showing anything on it.
Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And what was your name again?
Jesse Sally. I'm the customer service rep here in Kingsport.
Okay, Jesse Sally. Thank you so much. You really helped me a lot with my research.
All right. And then, like I said, the telephone company and cable companies in our area is CenturyLink. Actually, they changed their name now. Hold on just a second. Let me find that for us. I don't tell you wrong. They changed their name just like a month ago.
Now, would you believe that if it was just a cable line or a phone line, that it would be an incident where the crew would have to stop working?
If it was a cable or telephone line, most of the time, their safety rules, yes, because what has to happen, and I know it sounds crazy, but say they even drop a telephone line or a cable line accidentally, their crew supervisor has to come out. They have to do an investigation, because those guys get hammered pretty good for any kind of damage. So I would imagine that if they did drop a telephone line or a cable line or a power line, there has to be an investigation, and I'd say that's probably what's happened more than likely.
Okay, yet you're not finding that, so that means you're not seeing an investigation on your end.
No,
okay.
Not on the.
And so, who keeps the records on the tree trimmers that you guys hire and the companies? Because it said that was Wolf Tree was the company that was out there that day. So what I was curious about was, would you guys have a report of them leaving early, or why they would have to leave since you guys hired them to do the job out there?
I could possibly find that, yes ma'am. It will probably be Monday. The forestry department, they work 410s.
Okay.
So they're off on Fridays, but I can probably reach out to them Friday, and they may have record of it. I'm sure there's paperwork on it somewhere, but a year's worth of paperwork, they may be able to find it. Hopefully they keep electronic records. I don't deal with the tree companies per se. That would be the forestry department. But no, I'll be glad to help you out however I can. Yeah,
I would really appreciate it, because this case, it's going on almost 2 years now, and it hasn't been solved, and people have speculated in so many areas, but they haven't looked at some other incidents that happened in that area at that time. And I'm just trying to look at some other things that have happened in that area right on that day. That whole crew was up there, and then, was reported. It was kind of weird. They said they had an incident that day, and like at the same time that she went missing is when they had the incident. That's why I've also looked, and kind of Wolf Tree has kind of a history of some incidents. I know that I spoke with Holston. They don't even use Wolf Tree because of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I that could have been during the time when they was looking around at different contractors, but I don't remember us using Wolf Tree, but that doesn't mean anything now. Like I said, I don't deal with forestry
Right.
all the time. Most of the people, like I said, the three companies that you see, that you would see now is Asplin, Townsend, and then, oh man, there's one more company. It's not Wolf, though. But anyway.
Is it Davy? Davy?
I will reach out to the forestry department on Monday, and me or the Forester One will give you a call back, and we'll try to get it narrowed down.
Okay.
CenturyLink, by the way, if you want to reach out to them too.
Okay. CenturyLink.
It's now Lumens.
Lumens.
It's where'd it go? Come here. Get off there. It's Lumen Technologies. LUMEN Technologies.
Okay.
They
Now
just call out CenturyLink.
Now the other company you use for tree trimming, is it Davy?
Now Davy doesn't do any tree trimming for us. They're a contract. They do our planning for us.
Okay.
But they don't actually do the tree trimming themselves.
Okay, because see, Wolf Tree is hired by Davy. That's why I was kind of curious. Maybe you weren't aware Wolf Tree was who was out there, because it's actually Davy is the company that was hired, and then they're like a contractor for Davy.
And they very well could have. I know as of now in 2023, Davy, the only thing Davy does, they're Davy Resources, and they just do our planning. They actually go talk home to home with people and actually set up, hey, can I cut this tree? What do you want us to do with it? That type of thing. So,
okay.
But we can, but like I said, I can reach out. All them guys will be back in there Monday, and I can get a hold of them, and I can talk. I'll go in the office if we have to, and I can talk with them, and I can try to get you some answers that way. Okay?
All right. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Right. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys. So that was the conversation I had. What I found really interesting is he does not find any type of report of a down line. As you heard, he said he is going to contact the forestry department. They would have more information if it wasn't. It was more a private type report. So they are going to call me back, and as soon as I get the call back, he said probably more like Monday, because it's a weekend and it's the end of the day. So I will update you guys on what I hear, and but as it's looking, it seems that there was no report or no down line that day. So what was the incident at 3:30? What was the incident? It's making things even a little more strange that there was no reported incident with the down line. There was that caused them to have to leave. It's looking a little more odd to me. So, but what I did find out, and is that it is not Holston. It is AEP, and it's a Kingsport Electric Company that services that house. The service is on there, as you heard. And they are the ones who maintain those lines right there. And they are the ones who hired Wolf Tree to work for them. Like you said, they do have a contract with Davy. They no longer handle the tree trimming, yet we don't know at that time. They must have at that time, because that's who was there. We do know that it wasn't a downed internet line, because the Wi-Fi was working the whole time. So I kind of don't even feel like I need to research that. They were able to talk on the phone via Wi-Fi back and forth, Candace and Dawn. So internet was working, so it was not a downed internet cable. I do not think there is phone lines there. So I think they said they have cell service out there, but then it's minimal. So the only line it could have been would have been an electric line, and it's looking like there wasn't an electric line downed. So it's kind of confusing. He looked around, he said around the dates, and he didn't see anything, even in the general vicinity of the time frame. So I just want to say thank you for watching, and I will keep you guys updated on any new information that I find out. Please like and subscribe so I can continue with new videos, and you know, people will watch them. People don't watch if they don't get a chance to see it, and they don't get a chance to see it unless you interact with the video. You need to like and subscribe to my channel. Comment. I would love to hear your comments. I'm very active in my comments. Since I'm not really doing lives much, I interact more in my comment section. I do plan on doing some lives, and I may do a live when I do hear back from the forestry. I may do a live then, if it's information I feel is pertinent. But thanks for watching, and see you next time.